Good morning. I'm reading Psalm 78, a maskil of Asaph. I'm on Psalm 78 this morning, people. And it reads, "My people, hear my teaching. Listen to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth with a parable. I will utter hidden things, things from of old, things we have heard and known, things our ancestors have told us. We will not hide them from their descendants. We will tell the next generation the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord, his power and the wonders he has done. He decreed statutes for Jacob and established the law in Israel, which he commanded our ancestors to teach their children, so the next generation would know them. Even the children yet to be born, and they in turn would tell their children. Then they would put their trust in God and would not forget his deeds, but would keep his commands. They would not be like their ancestors, a stubborn and rebellious generation, whose hearts were not loyal to God, whose spirits were not faithful to him. The men of Ephraim, though armed with bows, turned back on the day of battle. They did not keep God's covenant and refused to live by his law. They forgot what he had done, the wonders he had shown them. He did miracles in the sight of their ancestors, in the land of Egypt, in the region of Zon. He divided the sea and led them through. He made the water stand up like a wall. He guided them with the cloud by day and with light from the fire all night. He split the rocks in the wilderness and gave them water as abundant as the seas. He brought streams out of a rocky crag and made water flow down like rivers. But they continued to sin against him, rebelling in the wilderness against the Most High. They willfully put God to the test by demanding the food they craved. They spoke against God. They said, "Can God really spread a table in the wilderness?" True, he struck the rock, and water gushed out. Streams flow abundantly. But can he also give us bread? Can he supply meat for his people? When the Lord heard them, he was furious. His fire broke out against Jacob, and his wrath rose against Israel, for they did not believe in God or trust in his deliverance. Yet he gave a command to the skies above and opened the doors of the heavens. He rained down manna for the people to eat. He gave them the grain of heaven. Human beings ate the bread of angels. He sent them all the food they could eat. He let loose the east wind from the heavens, and by his power made the south wind blow. He rained meat down on them like dust, birds like sand on the seashore. He made them come down inside their camp, all around their tents. They ate till they were gorged. He had given them what they craved. But before they turned from what they craved, even while the food was still in their mouths, God's anger rose against them. He put to death the sturdiest among them, cutting down the young men of Israel. In spite of all this, they kept on sinning. In spite of his wonders, they did not believe. So he ended their days in futility and their years in terror. Whenever God slew them, they would seek him. They eagerly turned to him again. They remembered that God was their rock, that God Most High was their Redeemer. But then they would flatter with him. They would flatter him with their mouths, lying to him with their tongues. Their hearts were not loyal to him. They were not faithful to his covenant. Yet he was merciful. He forgave their iniquities and did not destroy them. Time after time he restrained his anger and did not stir up his full wrath. He remembered that they were but flesh, a passing breeze that does not return. How often they rebelled against him in the wilderness and grieved him in the wasteland. Again and again they put God to the test. They vexed the Holy One of Israel. They did not remember his power the day he redeemed them from the oppressor, the day he displayed his signs in Egypt, his wonders in the region of Zon. He turned their river into blood. They could not drink from their streams. He sent swarms of flies that devoured them and frogs that devastated them. He gave their crops to the grasshopper, their produce to the locust. He destroyed their vines with hail and their sycamore figs with sleet. He gave over their cattle to the hail, their livestock to bolts of lightning. He unleashed against them his hot anger, his wrath, indignation, and hostility, a band of destroying angels. He prepared a path for his anger. He did not spare them from death, but gave them over to the plague. Psalm 78 is kind of long. Oh, Lord. Okay. He struck down all the firstborn of Egypt, the first fruits of manhood in the tents of Ham. But he brought his people out like a flock. He led them like sheep through the wilderness. He guided them safely, so they were unafraid. But the sea engulfed their enemies. And so he brought them to the border of his holy land, to the hill country his right hand had taken. He drove out nations before them and allotted their lands to them as an inheritance. He settled the tribes of Israel in their homes. But they put God to the test and rebelled against the Most High. They did not keep his statutes. Like their ancestors, they were disloyal and faithless, as unreliable as a faulty bow. They angered him with their high places. They aroused his jealousy with their idols. When God heard them, he was furious. He rejected Israel completely. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine God just getting rid of you completely. I don't want no repentance. I just don't want you at all. He rejected Israel completely. He rejected them altogether. He abandoned the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent he has set up among humans. He sent the ark of his might into captivity, his splendor into the hands of the enemy. He gave his people over to the sword. He was furious with his inheritance. Fire consumed their young men, and their young women had no wedding songs. Their priests were put to the sword, and their widows could not weep. Then the Lord awoke as from sleep, as a warrior wakes from the stupor of wine. He beat back his enemies. He put them to everlasting shame. Then he rejected the tents of Joseph. He did not choose the tribe of Ephraim, but he chose the tribe of Judah, Mount Zion, which he loved. He built his sanctuary like the heights, like the earth that he established forever. He chose David, his servant, and took him from the sheep pen. From tending the sheep, he brought him to be the He brought him to be the shepherd of his people, Jacob, of Israel, his inheritance. And David shepherded them with integrity of heart, with skillful hands. He led them. Yeah. And that's the end of the reading. That was a little bit long. Yeah, chapter 78 was long, but it's cool. I'm just saying, but it was long. It's gonna be some long chapters in Psalm. I'm just not getting started. Okay, I'm just not getting started. So you all have a good day, right? Enjoy the rain if it's raining where you are. You know, try to cast all your cares on the Lord, right? Because the enemy is trying to be busy, right? But when he remind you of your past, remind him of his future. Remind him that his time is short, okay? Because he think he running something, but he not. He not. Everybody he using, time is short. And they don't even realize what's happening. That's the most saddest part about it. They don't know they being used by the enemy. They don't even understand it. They don't even understand what you're saying when you say that to them. Like, stop letting the enemy use you. They don't understand it. And the people the enemy is using, they love to call you hypocrites. They love to call you a hypocrite. They love to bring up your past. But see, that's how the enemy is. He bring your past up, right? He used people to bring up your past. Well, you remember you used to do this. You remember you did that. If I had to live on how people bring my past up, I wouldn't be here today. So that's what I'm saying. Give it to the Lord. When them attacks come, say, Lord, not my will, but thy will. Okay? Give it to God today. Don't let nothing get you off course. Don't let nothing get you off focus. Right? Because I'm telling you, he's trying to come in like a flood. But you got to keep them doors shut. You can't allow nobody to come and take you off course. I mean, he come through the most closest people to you. I'm seeing that. Everybody is on demon time. So you have to move swiftly out here, right? You have to be wise as a serpent, innocent as a dove, okay? When them attacks come, give it to God. Give it to him. Don't let it define your day. If you already commanded your day, if you already spoke decrees over your day, do not let the enemy steal that. Do not let him come and do that to you. I sometimes I just wish I could see him face to face. What I would do to him. Because I'm tired of him wreaking the lives of God's people. Right? The body of Christ is like under attack. But God instructs us how to live during those attacks. The Bible tells you, count it all joy. God loves when you worship him through your trials and tribulations. He loves when you worship him through what you're going through. That moves him. It moves the Most High. Okay. It confused the enemy. He don't know what to do. He don't know which way to go. Confuse that enemy. Confuse that demon. Confuse that relative of yours. Confuse them. Because they trying to bring confusion in your life. They trying to wreak your life. Wreak theirs. Take them through the ringer. Huh? I can't say make them feel bad because they trying to wreak your life. They trying to wreck your life. They want to call you names and, oh, you know what? I'm praying for you all because I'm praying for myself. I'm giving you all to the Lord. I'm lifting you up in prayer because this thing is getting serious. And people are about to lose their food stamps. Oh, we're going to have a lot of demons coming at us. Go to the Lord. Like, Lord, how do I supposed to protect myself through this? He protects us. But like literally, Lord, how do you want us to defend ourselves if these demons try to come at us? Lord, Lord, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. The weapons, y'all know what I'm getting to. But I'm saying, food stamps are about to be taken out of people's mouths. Food, they're not going to be able to. These people are literally about to be on some demon time. Demon time. I'm telling you. They going to be coming on people's property. They going to be breaking in people's houses. Trying to find food. Because see, once they start looting these grocery stores, they going to start closing up. And then what they're going to do when it's really no food, people. I'm telling you, this is all a setup for the Antichrist. They know what they're doing. They know the people without stamps going to take this mark. I'm trying to encourage as many people as I can to not take the mark. Don't take the mark. But these people that don't have God, people, pray for them. That's all I could say. We have to pray for these people because they'll say, oh, I'm not taking the mark. Oh, I'm not taking that. They have God nowhere in them. God don't surround their life like a flood. God is not it's not the center of their life. So when they come with this digital ID, all of that is connected, people. All of that is connected. Digital ID. That's what. And they gonna make it sound like it's something to do. They gonna make it sound like, they gonna make it seem like. See, and these are the people that don't know God. These are the people that don't know him. It's gonna take it. They gonna make it seem like it's just something to identify yourself. And millions of people is gonna take it. And I'm telling you, when you take it, you have sealed your loyalty to the devil. And that's where you will be going. I pray to God none of my family members take that. Like, I truly do. The people in the Baptist churches, like the people in these fake churches, they blind. They don't know. I'm just like, I see it. I see it so clearly what's getting ready to happen. I see it. And anybody in my family take that. They have sealed their loyalty to the devil. And let me tell you something. I have no parts of that. I won't have no parts of that. Okay. I'm just telling you straight up. I ain't having no part. Anybody that's around me in my neighborhood, I don't care who you are. I pray God move me up out of here. I pray that God move me up out of here before all that happened. They fighting demons anyway. I'm sitting watching people fight demons. And I mean, pray for your family, people. Please pray for your family. Please pray for your family. Pray for your children. Pray for your grandchildren. Keep them covered under the blood of Jesus. I know you are trusting God. You've been praying to God. You've been trusting him to bring some people out. Trust me, he's going to answer you. He's going to answer you. God will take people out of here because he's protecting them from what's to come. And he know they are not prepared for it. He know their heart wouldn't be able to stand it. People he gonna start taking people out of here. And you're not gonna understand why, but I'm telling you why. But I'm going all the way with Jesus Christ. I'm going all the way. I'm suffering just like he suffered. So ain't nothing no witch, no warlock can do about that, because he suffered, I have to suffer. So just hope you don't think you got anything to do with that, because we must go through suffering. We go through that. I can't imagine how he suffered. What we go through, I don't believe it's nothing compared to what Jesus went through. So yeah, I'm willing to suffer. However long I have to. I ask God to. That don't matter. But yeah. I pray for everybody. I pray for everyone that think they are saved and they not. He has shown me that as well. People that's within churches truly believe they're going to be raptured up out of here, and they're going to be left here, and they're going to wonder why. God is giving you the answer why now. He's giving you the answer now. He's telling you the answer now while his grace is sufficient for you. Because once you die, that grace is gone. You get grace right here on this earth. That's where your grace at, right here on earth. Once you die and go before God in judgment, no more grace for you. So he offering you grace now. His grace and his mercy keeps you. But you continue to want to sit up in the church and say, I'm saved, and you're not. You serving Halloween. How you saved? And you still celebrate Halloween. How is that? How is a Christian, anybody that walk with God, how are you still celebrating Christmas? I mean, Halloween and Christmas, all of that. All of that. How? That's why he say, know them by their fruit. Your fruit show that you're not a child of God, because you still celebrating Halloween. You celebrating demons. And they got it all up in the church, in the parking lot, trunk or treat. Trunk or treat, trick or treat, still the same. You still celebrating Halloween. This is what I'm talking about, people. The people in the church. Nobody is prepared. I hear nobody preaching on we have to prepare. But see, that's why God sent me here to tell you. Prepare. Those that have an ear, hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. Prepare. Start somewhere. Start preparing. That's all I got to say. I didn't want to be here that long. I didn't even want to be here doing that. But I just wanted to tell you all that. The enemy is at work. He know his time is soon. Soon, soon, soon. Soon and very soon. We will be with the King. Y'all, ain't you happy about that? Let's dance. How about that? Soon and very soon, we are going to see the King. We will meet Jesus just as he is. And we will forever be with him. Forever and ever. That's forever. Ain't you happy about that? Aren't you glad about that? We gonna be happy about that. We happy about that now. But for the wicked, it's not gonna be. I'm thankful that when we are raptured up out of here, we no longer will know what was going on this earth. I believe that. I believe once we rapture out of here, it the mind frame, the mindset that we was in, we will no longer be in that mindset. So that means we will not know people have been left behind. I don't believe God would torture us like that. Mm. You're not going to be in the habit tomorrow. They got left behind. My auntie got left behind. My cousin left behind. I don't believe you're going to go through that. You're not going to know. I can't really say how it's going to be, but I know God will not torture his people like that. It'll be gone. That life will be gone. Like it's gone. Like you in a you in heaven with God. You gonna be forever with the King. You're gonna meet him in the clouds. You're gonna be sitting at the table eating with him. Imagine that. I have to talk about things like that because that's what keeps me. I will forever be with God. I will be worshiping and praising him. I don't have to cry no more. I don't have to hurt no more. My heart don't have to be in pain no more because people don't want to listen. All of that will be gone. My heart don't have to grieve no more. Tears gonna be dried up. We won't even feel pain no more because we gonna be with the King just as he is. And we will forever be changed out of this body. And I'm glad about it. You all be good today. Have a blessed day. I pray that everything goes well with you and the Lord. And whatever it is you got going on today, carry God with you everywhere you go. Because demons are out here. And he's manifesting through people. Stay prayed up before you leave home. And carry him with you. You all be blessed. I'm trying to cut this phone off.